Hey guys, it's Mike with another Gilded Guardian Spotlight video. Today we're taking a look at Shana. She's a Solace Agility Redeemer Assassin. Again, on the assassin front, it's always kind of a struggle to keep them alive, but if you find a balance to make that work, they can do a lot of damage for you. We do have her overall power ranking up here at 615,000 with the same gear set I have been using for Durizda as well as all the other assassins and rangers. And we did set her up with the attack on the crossbow. Could again make her more survivable by using defense or HP here, as well as on the boots themselves. A little defense or HP would go a long way in increasing her survivability. So we jump in her skills here. Her ultimate ability is a single target. It is Eviscerate. She teleports behind the enemy with the lowest HP, dealing 250% of attack as physical damage. Each point of key increase damage by 60% of attack. And we'll probably learn more about this over here. Gathering Key is her second ability. Target the nearest enemy and attack twice. The first attack dealing 70% of attack and the second dealing 165% up to 240 and causing knockback. Successful hits generate one key which lasts until the end of battle and can be stacked up to 5 times. Each key increases attack, crit percent, and crit damage by 2%. So with 5, you can increase all those stats by 10%, and then with each stack of those up to 5, you're increasing damage by 60. So that could get you up to an additional 300%. We're already at 360, so this could actually hit really hard. You're like at 660% by the end of the battle. The weird part is that she's attacking the enemy with the lowest HP, so she probably doesn't have to hit them that hard because they're probably already almost dead. So ideally she would be hitting with 660% on the person with the highest HP and basically one-shotting them. Probably be a little better. But we move into her passive is Fighting Spirit. Successful basic attack have a 15% chance to generate 1 key. So again, she has a maximum of stacking it 5 times. So she can stack it here or through her passive, but once she hits 5, she's done for that battle. So that's kind of interesting though, and she can hit obviously pretty hard. She does not have any survivability built into her kit with any healing, shielding, anything like that. So that is probably going to be unfortunate for her as far as trying to keep her alive. And then all of her damage is single target damage, so she might struggle a little bit here as we move into the Great Forge. Alright, so we are into the Great Forge, onto that first battle. I was mentioning that she might struggle a little bit here because all of her damage is single target. So depending on how long it takes her to get through these waves, the damage that stacks up on her, she has no way of negating it or healing from it. So over time, that's going to be pretty brutal trying to get through these waves. But she did hit pretty hard right there. Basically one-shot each of those enemies as she hit them. And again, so with her basic or ultimate ability in that last room, she was one-shotting every single enemy, and she did kind of work out well with the attacking the lowest HP. Everybody had full health at the time, so she should attack this guy, I'm assuming. Yeah, and then she just one-shotted him. This guy here has a little more defense or health, and so that's taking 2 hits to get through that. She is accumulating a little bit of damage here, but she is moving through these waves fairly quickly, so she might have a chance on getting through here. Alright, so we are heading into that 5th and final room. We're going to go ahead and see if she can get through this boss fight. Without healing, it's going to be a little tough, but she does do quite a bit of damage, moves through these enemies pretty quickly. She goes the one with the lowest health, picks them off. Now she's over here, working through it. She better hurry up. Oh no. So we got down to 3 enemies here, but she is not going to make it. So she's not doing quite enough damage to get through the wave fast enough, but as part of a team where she has some healing in the team as well as a tank that's tanking up that damage instead of her, she does have some potential. I think that there's definitely some better choices when it comes to assassins. As we jump out into the Token Trove, we can take a peek at Shana. Her value is about $1.48. She's been all over the place lately, so that's kind of interesting. Quite a few of her down there at that $1.50 area. That kind of makes sense to me based on what I saw. She doesn't seem to be a super great assassin. I think that, you know, early enough game, she's the only one you have. She could probably do some work for you, but I think quickly you'll move on to a better assassin or even a warrior or a secondary tank. You got the warrior Shana here with the elite, and then we'll see if we have any. We got one champion Shana in the game. There's actually 5 of them that are going in the champion space, so that's kind of cool. So that's what we got going on in Shana in the Token Trove. So honestly, I think Shana's kind of a filler champion. I mean, if you need an assassin, which I don't really know that you would, she could step into the role until you get somebody better. She does do quite a bit of single target damage, but there's better solutions that have AoE damage that are going to be a little easier to keep alive. So I feel like she's in that weird predicament where you need good gear to keep her alive, but if you're far enough in the game where you have good gear, you probably have better characters. So she's probably not going to see a lot of use cases past the early game. And even then, I think there's probably better team compositions that would move you away from using an assassin at all. But nonetheless, kind of a fun champ. Appreciate you spending the time with me today, and I look forward to seeing you next time.